everyone, it's Mariah Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. So tonight what I wanted to do is do April's 1 Week 1 palette and start it off, and I thought it would be fitting to use the Soft Glam palette. Even though I do have two videos on my channel, I decided that this one would be a good one, even though it's super natural, to just kind of embrace my creativity with it. So I did work this morning and then I went to the gym. That's why my hair's wet. So I figured I'm just gonna actually just do my eye makeup. I wasn't gonna do any thing else. So I know that's a little weird, but I just kind of want to play and be creative with that and see how that comes out. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with concealer and this baby Eco Tool sponge, and I'm just going to use some Tarte Shape Tape kind of as a base. Okay, so something like that. So let's zoom you guys in and we'll go from there. Okay, so we're zoomed in nice and close. So we are using the Soft Glam palette. So this is what it looks like. And typically what I try to do when I'm doing 1 Week 1 palette, I try to find some inspiration, whether it's a specific color or something. But I think I'm just gonna choose a specific shadow, and I think I'm gonna choose these two right here. So this color is bronze and the other one is mulberry, and that one's super rich warm brown. So let's just get a blending brush and start with Tempera, which is this one right here. Just to kind of set the lids. So I've gotten back into going to the gym. Sorry, I had something on my nose. I haven't been to the gym regularly in a long time. Like maybe at least a year, if not a year and a half, 2 years since I've gone regularly, which is so sad that I continue to pay for my membership all that time. But I've always loved working out, and so I've kind of started to think about it from the perspective of like self-love. And so I do love running, and I always feel better when I work out, so I've started to go back to the gym. So I've gone twice this week. I did a jog on Monday and a jog today, and I stretched afterwards, and it was great. Okay, so I think I'm gonna skip these all together and just kind of go with like these in this area. So I'm gonna go in with Sienna. Oh my god, this color is no joke. I should have used a more detailed brush. So I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's pigmented, but so I just took the clean brush with that first shade Tempera we used to set the lid, and went in with that. I feel like, I guess it's okay. The initial reaction is just like, wow, the pigmentation is insane. And it looks kind of crazy before you like blend it all out. But let's just do the second eye. So in the last like week or so, I actually didn't have the ability to film videos because I didn't have an SD card, and I'm kind of doing this thing where I'm only spending money that I actually have, so I'm trying not to use credit cards at all while I pay off my debt. Sorry, I'm trying to find a brush. So, so yeah. So I've kind of just been thinking about like my channel and kind of what I want to do with it. Obviously, I love makeup, and makeup's very much a big piece of my life. But I feel like I have other things that I definitely want to film videos on. Like, one thing I'm super passionate about is bullet journaling. It's really helped me in my life a great deal, and so that is something that I am definitely interested in kind of getting into. So it's just kind of hard to kind of think about making a kind of a drastic change a little bit as far as like content goes, even though my channel isn't even that old. So let's do the under eye. Let's just use a like firm little short shader brush. So I'm actually gonna mix rustic in with sienna, just hopefully so it's not so intense. Man, that's such a color. Things dropped in this video. Number 1. Okay, so now that we kind of got our lower lash line a little bit situated, let's go in with mulberry. So that's the shade here. And we're gonna just use this very pointed, tapered blending brush from Sigma. It's an E45. Man, these shades are no joke. Oh. That's beautiful. Okay. So make sure things dropped in this video. Number 2. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by myself by dropping my brush. One of the things that you have to be careful with this palette is that even the mattes are super pigmented. So just go in with a light hand, because you can always go in with more, you can't take away. Yeah, so let's talk about my hair. So I got my hair done on Tuesday. We did face framing highlights, so it's definitely a lot lighter. I'm gonna just let my hair air dry tonight. But yeah, it's like a lot in the face and then some in the kind of like, it's hard with bangs, but it's from like, it's not from the root down, it's from, anyway, you'll see in like when I zoom out, and you probably saw like at the beginning. So yeah, so that's something I did that I've kind of been thinking about doing for a while. And I'm really glad that I did it. It's so funny, I always like think my blending is really good until I take a picture and I'm like, ooh, I didn't do that good of a job. Okay, so let's take a tiny bit of that mulberry shade and kind of tuck it in the outer upper part of the lash line, like where you would put like eyeliner. If you wore it like that, if you went to high school in like the 2000s, we literally only put our eyeliner, well, at least I did, from the outer corner of the eye to like where the pupil was. Okay, so trying to think whether I should try to do a cut crease or not, but I think I'm just gonna try to, I'll just do the shadow as is. So I'm just using MAC Fix Plus to wet my brush, and this is a E55 shading brush, and this is the shade Bronze. So it's beautiful. So I'm going to take a little bit of mulberry just on the very tip of this tapered brush, and I'm just kind of going to outline and blend this outer corner, these outer corners a little bit. Just ever so slightly. So this is very like fall time. Which I'm not mad at because you can wear fall time stuff any time of the year. I wonder if I should try to do a little baby wing. I haven't done eyeliner in so long. So when I first started wearing makeup, that was like, well, not first, but like as more of like an adult, that's kind of like what I wore. I just wore eyeliner. I didn't really wear a lot of like this. You know what's so funny is like I look at this and I say, wow, I have so many things that I can improve on, and like my blending could be better, this could be better, that could be better. But then someone who doesn't do this, even this like eyeshadow, they're like, wow, you're so good at that. It's just so funny how we're always like a little bit self-critical of ourselves and not celebrating like things that we have that are good. Normally I don't use liquid liner, so. And I literally just messed up a perfectly good eyeshadow. See, this is why I hate liquid liner. I normally use a liner pen, but this is just what I had nearby. So what I have for a black eyeliner pencil gel thingamabob at the moment is by Urban Decay. I bought it in a little 3-set. Not like last Christmas time, I think the Christmas time before. And it's in the shade 0, and this is what I use to so anyone that's like looking at you doing this is gonna be like, oh my god, she's literally like poking her eyeball out, but you're just putting it on like you'd put on the mascara. Make sure I'm in focus. The mascara on your eyeliner on your lower lash line. And I do this because I want to see where I kind of missed with the eyeliner. And I'm also going to go through and just quickly try to like fix this line if I can. And so now that I've tight lined, that part is like darker, so it's easier to see like where the gaps are. And I just think one of the biggest things with makeup is to actually take your time. I feel like all of us want it to be perfect and do it quickly, but that's not like realistic of ourselves to have that expectation. So yeah, so let me see if I can even remotely try to do it on the other eye. My left eye is always my better eye because that's my dominant hand side, so I feel like that's kind of how it works with everyone. It's like, okay, so I'm not going to try to make them even because I definitely think that, one, it's my skill with eyeliner is severely lacking, and two, I don't normally use liquid liner, and it's really old. Now that I think about it, so guys, definitely make sure you do like throw out expired makeup. and not use it, especially stuff like mascara. Like I had mascara from like that I had bought like a while ago, and I just used it and I didn't think about it, and it definitely made my eyes a little itchy. Like it didn't break out or anything severe, but it's definitely not something you want to like do to yourself. And let's see what it looks like with a little mascara. Ooh, so good. Let's zoom out. Okay, so I turned down my light a little bit so I'm not super washed out, but you can see my hair a little bit better. Those highlights though. So I think the makeup came out pretty good. I know my wing isn't that good, even on both sides, but I feel like I understand now why a lot of people, when they're wearing super intense eyeshadow, love to wear eyeliner, because it gives it like some dimension that's just not there otherwise. So yeah, this is day one of 1 week 1 palette, and we used just really 4 shades. We used Sierra, well, we used Tempura to set, we used Sierra, Mulberry, and then Bronze. So we used only 4 shades. Yeah. And it looks like I got the black eyeshadow on me. It got all over my hand when I was holding the palette. So this one is going to be a little bit more chatty. I'll probably have like 40 minutes of footage, which a lot of that is like me putting on mascara and eyeliner, so I don't know if necessarily I'm going to leave that go all the way through. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!